Hello, Uddingston Old young people, how are you today? Give Fiona a big wave. Give us a high five. Good to see you. Put your hands up if you've had a good week. Fantastic. I hope you did some exciting things. How did you go on about your pumpkins? Did you manage to scoop them all out and make some fantastic designs? And did you even manage to make some of the pumpkin soup or the pumpkin s'mores? It'd be good to know. So if you've made something like that, send me a picture, because I know Rory has made a picture of a pumpkin lime and it's fantastic, and we're going to stick that image on at the end so you can see what he's done. But boys and girls, good to see you again. Look at this. Do you like my stick? And guess what I've got? I've got a magnifying glass so that I can see all the different patterns on my stick. And a magnifying glass helps me to identify what kind of things I've got here. So I've got my stick. Remember I was at Glencoe? Well, this is my stick that I brought back. And I've also brought some leaves and some fern and some, wait till I get that, pick this up, some little fir cones. Fantastic, aren't they? So what I now need to do, not what I need to do now, what I need to do is I need to identify what these are. And how you identify things is by you look things up, you look it in the books, and you have an image and you can match it up. And boys and girls, we are full of identity, because see our thumbs, you'll see it's got thumbprints we can make, and everyone's thumbprint is unique, and we've all got different shapes of hands and feet. Now I'm going to show you something. I wonder if Adam can follow me as I crouch down just a wee minute, because what I'm going to do is, what you need to do is you need to get a piece of paper and a pen of some kind. How are we doing, Adam? We're doing all right? Are we good to go? Maybe, maybe not. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw around my hand, because I can't be annoyed to take my socks and shoes off. So I'm going to draw around my hand. Oh, and round and round and round we go. But try not to get your hand all covered in pen, okay, because it takes a wee while to come out. Okay, how's that? Okay, so this is Fiona's hand. Fiona's hand. I'll show you this. I'll lift it up. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yep. So that's my hand there. Now, if I were to get Adam to draw round his hand, I wonder if it would be the same size or it may be a different shape. But we'll find out at the very end, because right now he's having to video, so he's got an important job to do. So boys and girls, sometimes it's difficult to work out who people are, or what kind of animals that we find in the forest or on the beach. And one of the things that we can do is we can look at the footprints that they leave, or the markings that they make. And the RSPB, the Royal Society for the Protection of Birds, have a wonderful thing, and I'm going to link it into the video, and it shows you all the different bird footprints. So when you're out and about, you could identify them if you've got your wee book. But boys and girls, I want to just test your knowledge to see how good you're identifying outlines of animals. So what I want you to do, first of all, I want you to go and get comfortable. And I want you to shout out as loud as you can the creatures that are shown in the video that I'm going to show you, and see if you can work it out before it's revealed. Alright, are we ready? 3, 2, 1, go! have you back. How did you get on with the quiz? Did you manage to identify all the creatures before they were unveiled? Oh, fantastic. I wonder what your favourite was. I quite liked the bunny rabbit. But you might have liked the dog or the cat. It just depends, doesn't it? But boys and girls, how difficult was it, or was it quite easy? But here's the thing. I've got something to show you, right? And it's what you can do is, if you're out and about, when you're out for your walks during the winter time, is you could become a nature detective. And look at all these images. I'll get Adam to put them up later, okay? And what you can spot if you're out and about is a spider's web, or a bird's nest, or some nuts that the animals have nibbled at. So you can be on the lookout for that. And here's the one about the birds, the various birds that you could find if you're at the beach, or if you're near mud. Because quite often if you make an imprint with your foot, you can see the pattern of your shoe, or the sole of your shoe, and that's something you can do. Or there's another thing what you could do. It depends if your parents will let you, all the grown-ups. You could make a plaster Paris cast. So what you need to do is you need to have a bowl, and you would have some plaster of Paris, and you would add water. And just before it's set, what you do is you take your sock and shoe off, and you dip your foot into it and lift it out, and then let it set, and that's you got an imprint of your foot. Or the other thing, that if you don't want to use plaster of Paris, you could use corn flour. It's called gloop. So you need corn flour and water, and you mix it all together, and then you put your foot in it. It's all gooey. And just have a go at that. Send me some pictures of what it's like, and if you've managed to do that. Or what you could even do is draw around your foot or your hand, and then I'd colour it in and identify, so that we can identify you. Because this is what Adam's done. Look, he's made his picture. See that? But he's got a big thumb. See that? His thumb's bigger than my thumb. I don't know what he was doing. I think it was little Jack Horner sat in the corner with his thumb. I don't know. But anyway, boys and girls, the reason we're thinking about the identity of how people know who we are is because Jesus knows who we are. He loves us, and he can identify us by just sometimes by a piece of hair, or he knows who we are before we were even born, because he loves us and he cares for us. And one of the things that he used to, there was a poem called Footprints in the Sand. And what happened was, there was a lady who was really upset, really sad. She was having a terrible time. And she always believed in God, and she loved God. And God had said to her that he would never leave her. And then one of the days she was walking along the beach, and there was only one set of footprints. And she said to Jesus, "Jesus, where were you? You said you would never leave me, and I can't see you anymore. I can't feel you anymore. Because look, there's only one set of footprints." And the story goes in the poem that Jesus said, "Don't worry, because I was carrying you." So when we get fed up, when we get tired, when we get exhausted, just like our parents carry us because we just can't be annoyed walking, Jesus was carrying this lady. How fantastic is that, boys and girls, to know that no matter what we are facing, what we are experiencing, God knows who we are, even by the whisper of our voice. Now that's really hard for Fiona to whisper, because she never whispers. She always has to speak out loud so everybody can hear her. But boys and girls, we're going to talk to God just now, and we're going to thank God for all the creatures, for all the animals, and the changing seasons, because we're now starting to get into winter, because the colours of the leaves are changing, aren't they? I hope you've been looking out for that. So boys and girls, let's talk to God for a minute. Let's close our eyes. Dear God, we thank you that you love and care for us, and you know who we are. No matter where we are in this world and in our communities, you know who we are and what's in our hearts, because it's love and kindness and friendship. And we want to just thank you for being our friend. But Lord, we thank you for the changing season. We're moving out of autumn, getting into winter now, when it's getting a bit chilly and icicles are being formed and snow is being formed on the ground. And sometimes it makes it a wee bit easier to see the different footprints if there's snow around about. But other times it's quite difficult. But Lord, help us to identify the creatures that surround us and our communities. help us to look after our environment and maybe spot some winter birds that are arriving. But Lord, most of all, continue to be with us, continue to walk with us and carry us, because you are our friend, and we thank you because you look after us and you look after our loved ones. So Lord, until we meet each other again, keep us safe. Amen. Boys and girls, my time's just about over. It's good to see you though, and I hope you've had a good week and you have a better week next week. But boys and girls, see me out and about this week, or whenever, if you're going down to the park, or if you're going for a long walk, or you're at the beach, or taking the dogs for a walk, take a magnifying glass and see what you can spot. Okay, so boys and girls, as I said, I'm going to put up all these things that you can, maybe the grown-ups can print off for you, or you can have a wee look and see what you can see when you're out. I see. There you are. Open your eyes. That's what we need to do, boys and girls, and look after our environment. So boys and girls, if you spot anything unusual or fantastic, or even the huge big spider webs and things like that, take a picture and send it to me, and we'll put them on our Facebook page. But boys and girls, I need to go now, because I need to go and start taking my socks and shoes off so I can make my plaster of Paris footprints and paint my feet as well, so I can make patterns all over my paper. And maybe I'll get Adam to take his smelly socks off, but who knows about that. I might need a clothes peg or something. Put your hands up if you've got smelly feet. Oh, is it the grown-ups that get smelly feet? Yeah, I think so too. And Adam's pointing at me, but I don't have smelly feet. I've got beautiful scented feet, because I wash them all the time. But boys and girls, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay, take care. Bye.